I'm excited about the matchup that we have. We've been looking at Air Force all year long, and so when we were able to finally acquire them to be in our game, it just adds so much to what we are trying to do here in paying tribute to the Armed Forces. And then on the other side, when we were not able to have a Big Ten squad, to be able to go out and get the University of California Golden Bears just propelled this game even a little further, in my opinion. The matchup is phenomenal. You have an NFL-style quarterback for the University of California that we'll see tomorrow. I think, Tim, you already know of all the pro scouts that are here to see him perform tomorrow. And then on the other side of the ball, with Air Force and their running game, third in the nation with over 333 yards per game. A stout defense as well in the top 20. I think it's going to be a great matchup that we'll have. So hopefully everything on the field rings true. But as most of you know, the Armed Forces Bowl is more than a bowl game. And what we try to do here is pay full tribute to all our armed forces that will be at the game tomorrow. Through our ticket program, through our corporate sponsors that underwrite tickets, we already have over 12,000 tickets accounted for by military people that have gone online and signed up to be at our game. So we're excited to pay tribute to them. We have a lot of new events around the game as well. Outside the stadium, we have our beautiful tailgate outpost, which has within it both alumni groups will be in there. We have our VIP tents. We have an area called Veterans Village, with over 40 different organizations that are nonprofits mainly that are there to help veterans. All our military hardware will be on display from all the branches as well. And following the game, we'll have a post-game concert with Texas country artist Kevin Fowler. He's done numerous shows overseas with the USO, so he's excited to come in here as well. And then inside the stadium, we have, again, numerous things occurring, starting with our pregame with the Wings of Blue jump team. We also have a beautiful flyover that is being planned right now. A little bit of delay with the weather, but they're coming in today. We have 4 F-35 planes that are going to be flying over in a four-ship formation. It's never been done in a college football game. It's only been done once before at a sporting event, and that was the NFL Pro Bowl last year. So we're excited about seeing that. And then throughout the game, we have various activities to pay tribute to our armed forces. We're going to be reuniting a family from overseas. We're going to be doing a home giveaway to a wounded warrior. We have our Great American Patriot Award at halftime that we'll be giving to Chief of Staff of the Air Force, Mark Welsh. So we're excited. We look forward to tomorrow and having a great game. Both schools have an Armed Forces Bowl trophy in their trophy case, but they do not have one like this. In 2010, we redesigned the trophy. We worked with various military branches to donate decommissioned parts from the battlefield, and then we melted down those parts into this trophy. In addition, the USS Fort Worth was being built at the same time, and we took a piece of that and put that in the trophy as well. So there's pieces from all the branches in there. We think it's very, very deserving for what our game is all about. And this trophy right here actually went around the nation, has over 13,000 miles logged during the college football season as it went to over a dozen Lockheed Martin facilities across the country as they wanted to make sure that their employees had the ability to see it, because about 40% of their employees are veterans.
First of all, I want to thank Brant and the Bowl Committee for the hospitality. We've had a great time. I know our players have really enjoyed this experience. We only have one player currently on our team that's ever participated in a bowl game and played in a game. Mustafa Jalil is the only player that's played in a game, and so it's a new experience for most of our players. They've had a great time. You know, everybody's really been incredibly nice. You know, you talk a little bit about Texas hospitality, and everybody just shakes their head a little bit and says, yeah, 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 and then people get here, and again, people have been so nice and hospitable, and you know, I think our guys have really had a good time, and we're really appreciative of everything. You know, excited about this group of young men. It's been a really fun football team to coach. I really have enjoyed, you know, the opportunity to work with them. We've got a great senior class. These guys have been through a lot and have provided a ton of leadership for us. Really kind of a unique football team. When two of your leaders, Jared and Hardy, you know, both they're fathers played at Cal, and so, you know, this experience and this football team, this program mean a lot to those guys, and that makes it more fun for them to have an opportunity to kind of get the program back where it needs to be. And so, you know we have our work cut out for us. Air Force is a really good football team, very experienced. They've been through this many times in the past. They play incredibly hard, execute, and that's really what football is all about execution and playing hard and tough football, and those guys do that as well as anybody in the country. So we'll have our hands full. We're excited about it, and again, it's been a really fun football team to coach, and you know, our guys are excited to play tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, like kind of echo what Sonny had to say. You know, it's been a great stay. We've been fortunate to be a part of this bowl in the past, and Brant and all the crew there with the Armed Forces Bowl do a sensational job. And then certainly to have such a fine sponsor in Lockheed Martin. I made reference to it when we came down a couple of weeks ago. I think some of our guys are going to be maybe employees at Lockheed Martin. Certainly some of the guys that are part of our team will have to go out and carry forth or operate an F-35 or an F-16, a C-130, whatever that may be. That's part of what the commitment that our guys have made following playing not just football, but concluding there at the Air Force Academy. So, you know, our squad, we came into the year with very few returning starters, and we had a good bit of turnover during the season with various players that had to emerge into roles, and I thought we did a good job of that, really good job of it. And yet even more so, certainly look forward to what our guys do once they're done there at the Air Force Academy while they're on active duty, and then some of their other endeavors that go thereafter. So really a quality group of young men. And it's neat. We know we're extremely fortunate anytime you earn an opportunity to play in a bowl game. The degree of difficulty that's involved in that to be able to get here. And we're here, and we've been fortunate to make the most of this trip, and we look forward to playing against an outstanding opponent in Cal.
Well, you know, as I alluded to earlier, just, you know, they do such a good job of keeping the football away from you. I think that's, you know, when you sit down and you put the tape on, you know, they just, you know, they keep the ball away from people. They grind it out. They make first downs, and then, you know, and then all of a sudden you look up and they're making big plays as well. So, you know, defensively we've got to play assignment football. It's a little bit different for us, a unique offense, something we don't see really at all, and so there's going to be an adjustment associated with that. We've tried to, you know, to replicate the look the best that we could, but we're certainly not going to be able to do it with the precision and speed that Air Force does it. So there's going to be some adjustment going on. Troy and his staff do a really good job of staying a step ahead. As you adjust, they adjust, and you're just trying to catch up really the whole time. And you know, they're so good at what they do, and they're so well versed. You know, you just got to figure out a way to get off the field. That's the important thing defensively. And then when you do have the football, you have to execute at a high level. Cannot afford to turn the ball over. Have to play penalty-free. Can't get into third and long situations. They do a really nice job of pressuring the quarterback and contesting throws in long yardage situations. So we've got to stay out of those the best that we can. And, you know, so it's going to be important for us to maximize every possession.
Troy, we saw a couple of weeks ago talking about Cal. Have you learned anything more about it?
Oh, I think you're always learning. You know, we'll find something. We'll come along with a few more discoveries. A tremendous football team, excellent defensively. You know, we do have big, you know, I think significant concerns, as we should, especially going up against their front. And then offensively, they're splendid. You know how well, you just see it repeatedly, how well they get the ball down the field, how well they get the ball out in space, how well they throw screens, and how well they still sting you when they run the football too. So, you know, Sonny mentioned this a few weeks ago. I mean, this is a squad that, you know, you look at the wins they've had some great wins. I don't think anybody in college football has played a tougher schedule than Cal has. When you look at it, it's at the full entirety of their season. And so, you know, heck of a team.
Well, I mean, you know, I could talk a long time about both of those guys. You know, as I alluded to earlier, they're both, you know, kids that really love Cal. I think it means a lot to them to play and have an opportunity to put on the blue and gold every Saturday and go out and compete and represent the university. They're both incredibly unselfish. They're both guys that have played a lot of football. I think this is Jared's 37th consecutive start. Hasn't missed a start at quarterback. He's played a lot of football. Hardy's done the same thing. I mean, he's kind of been an Iron Man for us defensively. They're both, team captains. They're just really good football players, and they're kids that have continued to get better and better and better, and have provided leadership for us that's got us where we are right now, and will hopefully continue to propel us in the future. And so, they're special kids to work with. I mean, they both love the game. They play with passion. They're both serious about the academics, and guys that you're really proud of. And the things they're going to do off the field are going to be really incredible as well. So, excited to see them play tomorrow, and looking forward to it. And again, they've been a big part of our turnaround in our program. Just their work ethic and dedication and unselfish nature, and just really, really great kids.
Troy, about your two players?
Yeah, the two that we have here are Carson Roberts, our quarterback, and then Alex Hansen, our defensive end, and both remarkable young men. Everything that you'd ever want in a future Air Force officer, and they completely get the service part of it. During the recruiting process, we're looking for guys that are at least two-part 1200 SAT or 25 ACT across the board, and they very easily, both of them were able to earn those board scores in order to come to the academy. And just character-wise, when it comes to humility, work ethic, a sense of service, and guys that lead by example, they're every bit of that and more.